Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start of this weekend so far. While I delete these drawings right here. But welcome back to a new video on Dogecoin. Wanted to do a full update here for those of you still interested in Dogecoin at this point of time. We'll focus on more of the short-term technicals here because I think that's most interesting. Especially also in the light of the price action we've seen so far this morning. I mean, the new 1 hour candle just opened. But the Asian session today has been quite strong, all right? And there are several things that you need to know about that. But the most important thing for now is that does open up some doors and some possibilities for Dogecoin to potentially get some good price action in. Now, ultimately, if you take a look at Dogecoin specifically and all the moves that we are about to make and all the potential breakouts, because that's essentially what Dogecoin is trying to do here, a breakout or a reclaim, whatever you want to call it. All this bullish momentum we're seeing in the last couple of hours is with extremely low volume, right? And this happens more often that the timing of bullish momentum is very strange, right? So you have a lot of leverage going into Easter weekend. During the Asian session, so a lot of traders think, all right, well, I don't trust it, so that's why they don't buy. But I've seen this before, that it actually comes in very early, and then it continues for quite a long time, right? So even though, I guess what I'm trying to say is that even though I don't trust this move, that doesn't mean that it will not continue, all right? And that's important for Dogecoin, because what you can see for Dogecoin right here, volume, by the way, is still pretty good when we're talking about perpetual volume. It's not as good as what it was. I mean, at this point of time, it's, for example, lower than Fartcoin, so that's that's not great. But still, it's still very well tradable. But Dogecoin is very correlated to Bitcoin, right? So that means that if Bitcoin continues this and goes into 85 or high 85s or 86,000, that could push Dogecoin up. All right, and what I said the last time I covered Dogecoin, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, is that after hitting the POC right here of this range for Dogecoin, right? So this is the range we want to get in. And this is also the range that we failed to get in right here. We hit that POC right there, then we drop down below our main support level at 16.2 cents. That's the level we're bouncing up against right now. So we dropped down below that, and that's caused us to drop down all the way back down into 15 cents. Was all expected. I mean, if you watch my videos, you knew this was a possibility. Got some sort of a 3-drive pattern right here at a strong support level right here at 15 cents. And from there we bounced. But so that's all technical and that's all normal. But now, because of this strange bullish momentum coming in, we actually have a chance to reclaim back into 16.2. Now, like I said, I think ultimately the price action we're seeing right now with low volume, it's untrustworthy on the long term, but on the short term, it could actually be good for Dogecoin to break back into 16.2, right? So that is what we want. We want this momentum to push Dogecoin up higher, to break back above 16.2, 16.1, and then especially going into tomorrow, going into Monday, for Dogecoin to hold that level. And if we're able to do that, look, I don't see enough strength right now for Dogecoin to push all the way up to 16.7 or 17.7, excuse me, with this momentum from here. But I do think that if with the potential momentum today, we're able to reclaim that level and we're able to hold that through Monday, then I do think we can push into that. I think it's in line with the market. I think it's a possibility for Dogecoin as well. Dogecoin is historically quite over shorted, so there's most likely some liquidity to the upside. Now the big question is for Dogecoin, all right, well, is this going to happen? And that fully depends on Bitcoin. All right, so for now, I'm going to be on the conservative side, and this might go against my tone of the video, but it is true. I'll go against the conservative side, and I would say expect that we will not be able to get more momentum from Bitcoin, right? So then my most likely scenario right here, my most likely prediction for Dogecoin is that we will move into that level, but we will not be able to reclaim that, and we will drop back down into this range right here between 16.2 and 15 cents. That's conservatively speaking what I think is most likely and what you should take into account. And then take into account as well that if Bitcoin is able to persist with this momentum here this morning, at least in price, not in volume, then there is a chance that we'll be able to reclaim 16.1 and 16.2, but that is only tradable after the fact. All right, so wait for that confirmation, then it might be interesting. For now, I would assume that it's not going to happen. But those are my thoughts. That's sort of thing you need to know for now. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.